I was in my early 30s when it happened, and the memory of that night still haunts my every waking moment. I had been driving home after a late-night shift, my tired eyes barely able to stay open. The highway stretched out before me, a ribbon of asphalt cutting through the silent darkness. I tried to keep my focus on the road, but the monotony of the journey was lulling me into a drowsy stupor. As my eyelids grew heavy, a flicker of movement at the edge of my headlights caught my attention. I blinked, thinking it was just a trick of the light, but the movement persisted, growing more distinct. I squinted into the night, my heart racing as I tried to make sense of the shadowy figure emerging from the darkness. The creature was grotesque, its form twisted and contorted in unnatural ways. Its skin, a sickly shade of gray, clung to its emaciated frame like wet cloth. Its eyes were empty voids, devoid of any humanity, and they glowed with a malevolent light that sent chills down my spine. Long, gnarled claws extended from its bony fingers, scraping against the asphalt as it approached my car. Fear gripped me, squeezing the air from my lungs as I realized the danger I was in. I slammed my foot on the brakes, my car screeching to a halt on the deserted highway. The creature drew closer, its movements jerky and disjointed, like a marionette controlled by invisible strings. I could feel its gaze boring into me, a gaze that seemed to pierce through my very soul. I fumbled for my phone, my trembling hands struggling to dial 911, but before I could make the call, the creature vanished into the darkness, leaving me in a state of shock and terror. I sat there for what felt like an eternity, my breaths coming in ragged gasps, trying to comprehend the inexplicable horror I had just witnessed. In the days that followed, I tried to convince myself it had been a hallucination brought on by fatigue and stress. I moved to a different town, hoping a change of scenery would help me forget the encounter. I even sought therapy, hoping to find some semblance of normalcy in my shattered life. But the memory of that night persisted, tormenting my dreams and casting a shadow over my every waking moment. Years passed, and I grew older, my once youthful vigor fading into a weary acceptance of the unknown. I settled into a quiet routine, avoiding highways and deserted roads whenever possible. Yet the fear never truly left me. It lurked in the corners of my mind, waiting to resurface at the slightest provocation. One night, as I was driving home on a well-lit street in my new town, I felt a chill crawl up my spine. The air grew thick with an oppressive tension, and a sense of foreboding settled over me. I glanced into the rearview mirror, my heart skipping a beat when I saw the same creature from that fateful night, its hollow eyes staring back at me. I slammed my foot on the gas pedal, my car lurching forward as I tried to escape the nightmare that had returned to haunt me. The creature pursued, its unnatural movements defying the laws of physics. It drew closer with each passing moment, its bony fingers reaching out as if to claim me. I drove faster, my pulse pounding in my ears as I desperately searched for an escape. My mind raced, trying to comprehend the impossible reality unfolding before me. The creature's presence was suffocating, its malevolence palpable in the air. Just when I thought all hope was lost, I spotted a well-lit gas station up ahead. With a surge of adrenaline, I swerved into the parking lot, slamming the car door shut behind me as I ran towards the safety of the brightly lit store. I glanced back, my breath catching in my throat when I saw the creature vanish into the darkness, its haunting gaze lingering in my mind long after it was gone. I called the police, my voice trembling as I recounted the horrifying encounter. But deep down, I knew they wouldn't be able to help me. The creature was something beyond human understanding, a supernatural entity that defied explanation. Now, I live in a state of perpetual fear, constantly looking over my shoulder, afraid that the unidentified creature will return once more. I avoid the darkness, the solitude, and the silence, knowing that it is in those moments that the creature is most likely to strike. The encounter has forever changed me, leaving me scarred and broken. I am haunted by the memory, a prisoner of the terror that lurks in the shadows. And as I sit here, writing this account, I can't help but wonder, was it a warning, a glimpse into a world beyond our comprehension? Or was it a malevolent force, a harbinger of unimaginable horrors yet to come? I may never know the answers, but one thing is certain. The encounter on that highway has left me with a chilling certainty that there are things in this world that defy explanation, and that some horrors are better left in the realm of the unknown.